Hello, I'm Dudley Thompson, and welcome again to WDT Media TV. And again, please like, share, and subscribe. Remember the last video? We stated that every time the PNP open their mouth, they're handing the election to Jamaica and a political platform. Yes? Every time the PNP open their mouth, they are handing the elections to the JLP, technically. But right now, the Darrell Vaz is now on a mission to put an end to the political career of Mark Golding by launching Operation Bad Mind. Yes, Operation Bad Mind. And if Darrell Vaz is successful in trying to put an end to the campaign of Peter Bunting, he could well cost JLP one of their seats that they should win. Yes, all right. We had a list here of some seats that the PNP should win elections, and if Darrell Vaz and if Bunting's seat went by the wayside, the PNP will have up to the task of trying to win at the polls, whatever it call, between now and say September or November. All right. We compiled a list for you of the seats that the PNP should not lose in the next election. And those seats are East Kingston and Port Royal. The seat of Philip Paulwell is a PNP safe seat. Also, St. Andrew Central. Sorry, St. Andrew South. That is Mark Golding, the current party leader. St. Andrew South West. That is Dr. Angela Rowan Burke, who is also a riser. St. Andrew West, the seat of PNP's Anthony Hilton. Southwest Clarendon, Lothan Cousins. St. Catherine Eastern, Denise Daly. St. Catherine Southern, Fitz Jackson. St. Catherine Eastern, that I know, and Central St. Catherine, North Central St. Catherine, that is Norman, that is Natalie Garvey Daly, and also the seat of John Robinson, and also the seat of Peter Bunting. So we have about 11 seats that the PNP expected to win the next elections, while the JLP saves seats about 26. And right now, if the JLP is successful in their bid to put an end, or shall I say Mark Golding, or shall I say Darrell Vaz, if he's interested, if he's successful in putting an end to the political life of Peter Bunting, that could cost the PNP a seat that they're expected to win. Right now, let's go down to Portland, where Darrell Vaz launched his Bun Bad Man campaign in Portland. And that campaign is aiming to put an end to the political career of PNP's and the riser, Peter Bunting. Let's go now and join that campaign by Darrell Vaz.
Old Harbour as a candidate for area council too, but this is so important that I had to be here. The candidate, the bad mind candidate that Ives is running against, has a history. Firstly, he started out in Clarendon. He left there after one term, and he came to Manchester, central Manchester. He served 3 terms, and in 2020, he lost. And regardless of why he lost, he never thought it fit to work with the people, find out what went wrong, and fix it and return in central Manchester. One little backside did him get, and him take bush. But the worst part to me, and let me make it clear now, when I speak, I do not speak ill of people. I campaign on my performance, and I show up the weaknesses of my opponent. Any man that can leave central Manchester after serving 3 terms where the people voted for him overwhelmingly, lose one election, and have to drive through his old constituency to get to his new constituency. Him have more nerve than a bad tooth, and you must reject him. I just tell you, you know, Tom drunk, but Tom no fool. And for him,
last weekend, we entered one of our UV curing systems into a local baking competition. Technically, it
to have the audacity and the nerve to come and present himself to the people of South Manchester as somebody who is coming to care for you. It is political experience, looking for a safe landing to get power at whatever cost. He must be rejected, and so must all of the others. Damian Crawford leave Israel St. Andrew, them run him out. It's not even, them vote him out. You want PNP, St. can't run back there the second term. Him leave there and go to one of the safest PNP seats in Jamaica. At the time, East Portland. And everybody say, him are the most popular man at the time in our PNP. And everybody say, boy, no look good enough. And I said to them, I have been there from 2007 in West Portland. And the people want the same representation that they get in West Portland, in East Portland. You don't worry about Action Ann. Action Ann will deal with him and trim him. And so said, so done. Where is he now? Where is he now? He left the same night, never to return to Portland. And now he reached St. Catherine. Dayton can be born and grow in St. Ann and serve 2 terms, get 1 bus ass, and find himself in a Westmoreland. Wickham McNeil served 5 or 6 terms in Westmoreland. His father served there for 100 years before, and him get 1 bus ass. Where him gone? Northern Trelawney. They are a bunch of hypocrites. They are no good for the people of Jamaica, and we must vote them out and reject them. Turn it up! Let me say something now, because it's 2 things I want to talk to you about. 99.9% of Jamaica is supportive of the rural school bus system. 1% is against it, and that is led by the top leadership of the People's National Party. They are cohorts and they are conspirators. But let me explain something to you. If 99.9% of Jamaica is behind us, and the good Lord is looking down and will protect me, and the Jamaican people support it, this Andrew Holness-led administration is going to implement the rural school bus system. If it's me alone have to take on all of them. You know, as rural parents, what it means and how traumatic it is for those children to get to school every morning and every evening. And oh my God in heaven, can a set of people be so wicked and evil? Wishing evil on the buses. Wishing that the bus crashed. Wishing that the bus broke down. wishing all sorts of negativity, all because they know that the buses are a good thing and long overdue, and the people in rural Jamaica deserve it. I say to you, my biggest fear is not rolling out the buses, because by the end of July, all 110 buses will be here. And I'm going to tell you something. Between the 26th and the 31st of July, I'm running the 110 bus through the length and breadth of Jamaica so the parents can see it and touch it and feel it. The only thing I need from you is to look out, because they are so desperate and they have said so many negative things. They are prepared to go as low as to sabotage the bus system come September. But don't worry, I am on top of that. I am on top of that. The police are on top of that. And I don't talk with water in my mouth, because when I brought the first 100 new JUTC bus Harris, we had more incidents of stoning of buses in the first 3 months than we had for the entire year. I'm going to get them bus after bus after bus after bus after bus after bus. On Wednesday, my ministers will be coming to Portmore, where we'll be handing over to the JUTC 93 new buses, making it 270 buses in JUTC in 2 years. Unprecedented. And because I have more buses, I can expand the routes. I had a meeting at the Manchester Parish Council on Thursday with everybody. And we're going to have a bus running from Spanish Town to Mandeville every morning and every evening come August 2025.
All right.
I give a commitment to you, not if, when the Labour Party is returned to power. The 110 bus only service 258 schools out of 653. Within 2 years, I will have buses in the rural school bus system for all 653 schools and access for all students in rural Jamaica. So tonight, I am here. And I come here to launch my Bad Mind campaign. I come in South Manchester, which have the baddest mind of all of them in terms of what he has said about the rural school bus. So you see my shirt? What it say? All right. Listen to me now. Look here now. I'm going to print 100,000 of them shirts and let them go through the length and breadth of Jamaica. What does it say? We say, burn bad mind, burn bad mind. And then we say, choose Jamaica, choose Jamaica. So anywhere you go, one set of people, one set of people. And that is the wicked, evil, bad mind PNP. And you, the people, supporting us as a government. And one thing I know, God is our man that will always look out to make sure that those who do right for their people are blessed. I leave you by saying, there are 2 seats in Manchester that have 2 bad mind candidates. Northwest and South. They have spoken the worst things outside of the opposition leader. And therefore, since Bunting don't want him picking them to go up on the bus and is advising you not to put your children on the bus. I am going to send the buses here to do a run through South Manchester and Northwest Manchester to make sure that we cover every route. So you look out, you listen out, because those buses are coming sooner than later. We already have 122 routes mapped out for the first 100 buses. But I want to make sure that those rural MPs who could be so cool, so dog-hearted, so evil, to know the struggles of their constituents and for political power at all costs, reject something that is beneficial and probably the most beneficial thing to happen to rural Jamaica since independence. As I come down, it's two things that this government has committed to, and two things that we are going to campaign on. Night and day, 24/7, 365. I have no sleep to sleep until whenever election night run, because I'm going across the length of Jamaica to explain the rural school bus system so that all the propaganda can be moved away. And the other thing is, the school bus cannot overtake it, but it's still on my radar. The JPS license that cannot renew under the current circumstances. And this government is prepared to do whatever we have to do to negotiate a new license that benefits the people of Jamaica and not the licensee. My commitment on that as long as the Prime Minister and the Deputy Prime Minister decide to leave me in charge of transport and energy, you have my commitment, see me right on you, on the heart, that we, Andrew Holness-led administration, will deliver on those two. And you know that the opposition will lock down the bus system if they ever get a chance to govern, and they will go renegotiate the bad deal where they did negotiate back in 2001 and 2016. Stick with the Jamaica Labour Party, stick with Andrew Holness, and choose Jamaica. I'm going to play a song for you now, because we are in trying times.
All right, you heard it from Darrell Vaz. Yeah, man, launching his anti-badman campaign. And I think the butt of that campaign is the PNP's Mark Golding. And as we said to you earlier, the PNP have actually 10 seats that they should win in the elections. 10 actually. And if Peter Bunting was to lose that seat based on the Badman campaign launched by Darren Vaz, it could put the PNP in a spot of bother. That means that if they win 10 of the 11, they'll have to win at least 23 of the marginal and swing seats to win the elections. While on the other hand, the JLP has 26 seats that they should win in the elections. And they'll need about 7 or 8 other seats from the swing and the marginal to win the elections. And right now, as we said to you earlier, that the Rise United is technically costing the PNP the elections. Look at this now. Look at the transport, the bus system comments. The PNP's spokesperson on education, Michael Phillips, is saying that in a PNP release that they support the school bus system, but not the way of the JLP was going about the implementation of the system. The PNP supports the system, but Rise United are the two main vocalists against the system, and those two are Peter Bunting and Mark Golding. The two were calling the buses old bus. So the PNP saying one thing about the school bus system, they support it, but they don't like how the government is going about implementing the system. That comes from the PNP release. But the Rise United are saying that if the PNP forms government, they'll empower taxi operators to carry school children. So you can see there clearly that the PNP and Rise United are not on the same page when they come on to the just announced by Darrell Vaz rural school bus system. And again, we told you that there are some seats that the PNP should win. And if they just join us, yes. And yes, and also have some seats where the GLP should win. But we're joined by a war lady to go over the GLP set. Alright, so as I said to you earlier, the PNP should win East Central and Portland. That's by Peter Phillips. They should also win Southern St. Andrew. That's the seat of Mark Golding, one of PNP's safest seats. And also PNP most safest seat by Dr. Angela Brown-Burke. And that is St. Andrew Southwestern. West St. Andrew, Anthony Hilton should also win the seat as well, although it was by a lesser majority in the last elections. Southwest Clarendon, Lawton Cousins. St. Catherine Eastern, Denise Daly. St. Catherine Southern, that's Fitz Jackson. St. Catherine's North Central, that's Natalie Nita Garvey. And Jill Robinson, I don't remember his constituency. And Manchester Southern, I had that seat going to Peter Bunting before the launch of the Badman campaign. And if that campaign is successful, again Peter Bunting, we could see a political newcomer, Ian Ives, getting the better of Peter Bunting. After the day to Alec Daly. I'm going to see your comment on the small screen shortly. And if South Manchester latch on this Badman campaign launched by Darrell Vaz, Peter Bunting could be another electoral casualty. The same manner how he did to Crawford 4 years ago. So, of the 11 seats that the PNP should win in the elections, they could find themselves with 10 of 11 safe seats. And offending, trying to win seats in the swing seats and from the one that are uncommitted. While the JLP, in my book, have 20 odd safe seats. So the JLP have the advantage going into the election. After when they're there to Electoral. Welcome to Electoral. Welcome to the program Electoral. And right now we're seeing where this rural bus system could be the catalyst based on how the PNP, actually I said the Rise United, was up in arms against the call old bus, and the bus plan to analyze our Jamaican children. This could be GLP's biggest trump card, biggest campaign effort for a third term in Jamaica in Jamaica by the unholy administration. And again, Rise United group is again costing the PNP in chance they have of forming government in this country. So again, Vaz is very serious about this one. And we all know that Peter Bunting has a knack of winning seats. But that came to an end by Rhoda May Crawford. And it could also make worse if he loses to Ian Ives. And I'm sure that Peter Bunting is now in a spot of bother. And another PNP who many respect win his seat is now in trouble. Highlighted Lady J, he is in trouble. And it's Michael Phillips is in trouble right now. And he, as a front runner in PNP, could lose his seat as well. And on the JLP side, in St. Mary, Bobby Montague is also in a spot of bother in the election. So we're looking at this JLP rural bus program. So the negative comments there by the Right United people has now thrust this movement into the forefront, and this could be the JLP's main card for a third term right now. All right now, and there are some seats that are called swing seats, and we're joined by War Lady. We're looking at the JLP safe seats and also the swing seats. But let's say Montague is good, all right? Electoral, and they say Montague is good, and although based on the ground, Montague could be in a spot of bother, and we don't have him right now as a safe seat for the JLP, but he could also win. Yeah, might not work. Oh, and that and well, was at that in this remember that recently Mark Golding went on the platform with the last video and cursed some expletives, but since then he has apologized in the same manner we saw where Warmington apologized. So Mark Golding went on political platform and used some colorful language, the BC, but he has since apologized for his language, and again that put Dayton Campbell in that spot, in a very embarrassing spot, because he was adamant that Mr. Montague should be arrested for using this language on stage, but no, he cannot call. He will not call for the arrest of Mark Golding because he is his own party leader, and that put him in an embarrassing situation there. He was so vocal and adamant that the police should take action against Everett Warmington. And then weeks later, his own party leader committed the exact same crime. So at best, so as I said to you earlier, every time the PNP open their mouth, yes, Andrew Vassell, yes. Wish-washy apology. As we said to you earlier, every time that the PNP or the right open their mouth, they're handing elections to the Jamaica Labour Party. Every time the Rise United and open their mouth, their best bet is to us get us some people, play some music, play the party song, dance, sing, and say, boy, PNP full of vibes. But once them start to announce any something that look like a plan, it does total rubbish, and them look stupid. So I bet them go and build some vibes, because they have no argument, they have no plans, and they have no sense, so they can't tell people anything. That makes sense. And they can keep on saying the same thing over and over and over, and all the statutory thing cannot be certified. Them can't talk about crime because crime is now under decrease. Them can't talk about poverty, it's now cut in half. Them can't talk about unemployment because it's down by 3.4%. GDP is down. So they have no plan. And they can repeat about building houses in swamp. Right? Them can't talk about all bus anymore because it flopped them big time. So the people have nothing to tell the people. Nothing to tell the people. Right? They have nothing to tell the people. There's gun under pressure at East Central St. Andrew. Wow, yes. So we'll look at those very shortly. We'll look at those very shortly right now. Welcome there to Michael Francis. All right, welcome Michael Francis. All right, so we're gonna look at those seats very shortly. and then we're gonna look at some of the safe seats, and some of those seats that are kind of marginal, and the swing seats. And now the JLP is now in pole position. Not saying they won the election, that they're going to win, but they're now in a better position than the PNP when they come on to seats that they should win and should lose. The JLP is ahead right now of the PNP in that regard. The PNP has about 10 safe seats, while the JLP have about 25 or 26 or 27 they could win. Then Hines said, we can't stop Mark Gold in no time. Alright? No, and to be clear to Dan Hines there, the JLP is not going to stop Mark Golding. Let me be frank here, it's the Rise United. It's the Rise United is going to stop Mark Golding, not the JLP. It's not we here on that platform going to stop Mark Golding. It's the Rise United. It's not preventing the PNP from winning the election. Michael Francis said, look and see, get 50. Who get 53? PNP or JLP? Michael Francis, who get 53? PNP or JLP? So, it's not we or the PNP going to stop Mark Golding. It's the Rise United. Oh, JLP. Michael Francis, JLP get 53 seats. So, you see, the PNP is going to win their 10 safe seats. And it's, I agree. Not Prime Minister material at all, Lady J. Alright, so then Hines, no one can stop Mark Golding from being a fool, no one. Well, we don't want to disrespect the thing. Jeffrey Torres is asking who is the Rise United. D must say blessing shower, alright? Alright, I'm not sure, I'm neutral. Alright, so, alright, Mr. Tavares asking, who is the Rise United? As I explained to you earlier, if you don't join us, there's a fraction in the People's National Party, those who supported Mark Golding when his bid to become party leader. Namely, Dr. Nathan Campbell, Angela Brown-Burke, Peter Bunting, and earlier Dr. Boris Guy. Those are the ones who form Rise United. And if you was to look at if you look at the comments that about the royal bus system, there's two different comments out of the one party. The PNP comment is that they will support the school bus system coming from Michael Phillips and the PNP release. They will support the bus system, but they don't like how the government is going about implementing the system. That's the PNP speaking now. They will support this rural school bus system, but at the same manner how the JLP is implementing it. That's the PNP position on the bus system. But the rise now on the bus system is no good for Jamaican students. The Rise United plan is to empower taxi operators to carry the school children. That's the position of the Rise United coming from Peter Bunting and Mark Golding. While the PNP now, with Michael Phillips, is saying that they support the system, but not in the manner how the JLP is going about it. So it's two different arguments from the same party. One from the real PNP and one from Rise United. And again, as I said earlier, the JLP will not beat PNP in the elections. The Rise United is costing the PNP to win the elections. Right now, JLP look like they're marginal ahead of the PNP. Jeff shake him head. Jeff, I don't agree, but that's reality. The Rise United now, every time they open their mouth, they're handing the election to the JLP. Not the PNP. The JLP now does allow the Rise United to hand them the election on a platter right now. I don't hear the spokesperson on housing. I don't hear the spokesperson on housing making the plans about housing. But Rise United said they're going to build 5,000 houses in Portland and Swampland. That's only said by Mark Golding alone said that. It did not come from the PNP spokesperson on housing. It came from Rise United. The PNP did not plan to build houses in Portland and Swampland. That came from Rise United. And if you ask the PNP right now about that Swampland housing project, they will not support it. That is not a PNP plan. It was a Rise United idea. So Rise saying one thing and PNP saying another thing. At no time, Michael Phillips uttered that he's going to empower taxi operators to take care of school children. That did not come from the PNP's spokesperson on transport. It came from Rise United. Only Peter Bunting and Mark Golding. So the PNP saying one thing and Risers is saying something different. And again, you cannot have a party that is so divided among themselves. One pick like Rise saying one thing and one is PNP. Remember back then, election in 2020, where the PNP had one campaign and Dr. Phillips has his own campaign. His campaign was Andrew, I build this big house. It was his campaign. Andrew, I build this big house. Every time he opened the mouth of the campaign 4 years ago, it's about Andrew and the big house. So at that time, you had a PNP campaign and you had a Dr. Phillips campaign. So right now, it is Rise United saying one thing and the PNP saying one thing. As I said a while ago, Michael Phillips, the spokesperson on education, is saying that the PNP supported the rural school bus program, but they're not in support of how the government is about to implement it. That's what the PNP is saying. But Rise United, that is Peter Bunting and Mark Golding, say them are all bus and they want to empower taxi operators to carry school children. That's not the PNP position. That's the Rise position. That's the Rise position. Not the position of the People's National Party. That's the Rise position. And again, repeating myself, to build 5,000 houses on Swampland in Portland, not the PNP, not a PNP statement, it's a Rise statement that. That's a Rise statement. To build 50-50, and that's not something that is talked abroad across the PNP. That they're gonna have this grand plan to build 50 houses, no, 5,000 houses on Swampland in Portland. That's a grand PNP plan. That's a Risers plan. I can tell you a PNP plan. I just put forward by Dayton Camp. No, sorry, by Damon Crawford, when he stated that if the PNP was to form in its government, each family, the first person, each family to qualify to go to university will get a government scholarship. That plan was, that's a Damon Crawford plan for over 5 years ago. That's a Damon Crawford PNP plan, not a Risers plan. It's not endorsed by the Risers, but that plan was been put forward by Crawford years ago. So that is what the PNP is. So that's a PNP plan, not a Risers plan. So the PNP is saying one thing, and Rise United is saying something different when they come on to. So people want to turn a blind eye to. And next thing now, alright, look at this now. When the PNP, when the Rise United had their protest in Give you an example again. When the Rise United had their protest in Hero Circle, right? This well-known PNP, his name set me again. The one who owns Shocking Vibes crew. Yes, this council, he's one gets Andrew Willis and last couple of times. No, I think it's a council now. Shocking Vibes president, her name slipped me. He sent a bus to Jewsland. This is coming out from Comrades now. This is coming from not JLP, it's coming from Comrades. When the PNP had their risers at their march in Jews in Hero Circle against Dennis Strong, he sent a bus to Jewsland, and the people there said that they're not going to support any risers march. It's coming from Comrades in Jewsland. They are not going to. The Comrades said in Jewsland that they are not going. Yeah, sorry, they say Pat Roberts says good, thank you. Patrick Roberts, yeah, Patrick Roberts. Thank you, Curly Locks, 1980, right? Patrick Roberts sent a bus to Jewsland for support from the PNP. And the person there said that they are not going to Hero Circle to support any risers march. This is coming from the Comrades, not Labour Rights. Comrades said that. Coming from Comrades, not Labour Rights. After Comrades in Jewsland, they said that in Jewsland, they are not going to Hero Circle to support any risers march. So people understand that the Rise United, that the JLP is not the one going to beat PNP in the election. Rise United is handing the election to JLP on a platter. That is what is happening over in Jamaica. The Rise United is giving the JLP the elections. And when hear it when election result announced, it won't come out. It's going to come out. And now people now starting rumors already anticipating a PNP loss. One such rumor is that the company that is being contracted to provide support for the EOJ, some people are saying that without any proof, are now saying that this company has a history at every election that they go into in the country, they have irregularities over 90%. People are now saying that no, because they want to say that if the people lose election, it's them make Andrew win. So electoral propaganda start to brew already under the quiet. And the person who was saying that did not provide any evidence that this company has a 90% history of irregularities in countries that they took part in elections over the years. The same country as contracted by to provide data service to EOJ. So these are examples. Melissa Morgan said, I'm glad I choose JLP. That's your choice, Morgan. That's your choice. That's your choice. We can't tell you who to vote for. We can't tell you who to vote for, you know. Right? We're not here to tell you who to vote for. You look at both sides and make your choice. We can't tell that PNP JLP is better. But we just put the facts out there to you, and then you decide. We're not a JLP or a PNP platform here. We just keep the thing unbiased. And want to put people out in a new dispensation to realize that it's not one PNP at all, right? Go out there. Up to the PNP comrades, some are not in support of Rise United. Example with the bus thing there in Hero Circle from Jewsland comrades. They said categorically that they are not supporting any risers march. This came from the Jewsland comrades. Not those like JLP talk or JLP propaganda. It came from the Jewsland comrades. They are not going to Hero Circle to support any risers march. And since War Lady came on the platform and pointed out that for the past 2 years. Every time Peter Bunting is in the public, he have on the Risers blue Ganzi. And then now, shortly after, he started wearing the PNP orange shirt. Because the shirt brand new. Every time Peter Bunting is seen publicly on a PNP occasion, he have on a Rise United shirt. And that came to attention through War Lady. Colonel Locke said PNP said Rise and kick up rumpus, try to burn down our rule. Yes, that's what you have noticed. Yes, it is Mr. Cooper. We talk about it and talk about Bunting and blue shirt. But Bunting is sending on Jamaica a subtle message. How can you represent a movement and the color is orange? Alright, orange. And every time you on that platform from the organization, you have a different color from everybody else. You have on blue. Everybody have an orange, you have on blue. For the past 2 years. Until it was pointed out on this platform, I'm starting to wear blue now. Because War Lady pointed out on the platform. Him come down in a brand new orange PNP shirt. Tell me now. Rise United is there now. So I'm gonna take some of your calls now. Because this is what we're here to talk about now. Will VAS be successful in putting an end to Peter Bunting campaign? Well, we were on Root FM. We were on Root FM doing election coverage the last one, 2020-25. Myself, Jeffrey Tavares, and Michelle Anthony. And I was the one who was saying that Bunting could not lose the seat. Jeffrey said, no, he's going to lose. And I was shocked. To me, I was shocked when he lost to Rhoda Crawford. And she was told that when she was going to run against Bunting, that she was committing political suicide. But she went there and did beat Bunting. Now the question is now, with Darrell Vaz launching his Badman campaign against Bunting and other candidates, can young Ives do the same thing like what Crawford did? Kirk said rises is PNP fight, the people buzzes is GLP business. So the person who are blinded, the person who are following PNP blind, right? Not seeing I think the call is coming. Not seeing not seeing the real thing at all. You're live. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Seth. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Boy, oh boy. I have so much things to say right now. So much things to say right now.
Well, you just said I'm very blind. Those persons who are following PNP blind cannot see the reality. It will come out after the election results that the Rise United is not the JLP going to beat PNP, you know. It's Rise that beat PNP right now.
The persons that are following Rise United right now is like Kevin Smith and his cult party and his cult organization. The Risers United reminds me of Kevin Smith and his cult organization.
I remember that people who
so, Peter Bunting, Mark Golding, and Dayton Campbell, they are Kevin Smith, number 1, 2, number 2, 3, and 4.
All right.
So the Risers are like a cult organization.
All right.
When you see that they're attacking children, you know there's something right.
Right. And again,
you understand?
And as and again, as I said earlier before you came on, that I think Jeff Tavares asked what were the Risers, and I explained to him that, and I explained to him 2 instances when they come on to this school bus situation and the march in Hero Circle. That the people said in Jerusalem that they're not going, because when the bus went to Jerusalem, you know, it's 2 ladies went. 2 ladies alone went in a big old bus. And the men said they're not going to support any Risers march or Risers protest.
No, Jeffrey Tavares is trying to be smart. But Jeffrey Tavares is one of Mark Golding's main campaign director. He's campaigning for Mark Golding. Comrade Jeffrey Tavares he works for the risers. Jeffrey Tavares is a person like this. He get up and he campaign for them every single day. When you go on Jeffrey Tavares' platform, he spews so and I know Jeffrey Tavares know better than that. I go over there a couple times and in black, I know he know better than that. You would never expect a man like Jeffrey Tavares spewing so many lies over there and all type of foolishness.
Kirk said thank you, caller.
I am so disappointed in Jeffrey Tavares. Jeffrey Tavares is one of the vindictive, mooching, person I ever come across. I sit down and hear Jeffrey Tavares say some things about the Prime Minister. You wonder if Jeffrey Tavares a human being. He's a bitter man. Bitter.
Hello, good friend Jeffrey Tavares there.
No, he's very bitter and vindictive.
I tell Jeffrey that you know. On this platform we don't take sides, right? And right now, him don't understand that difference between the PNP and the risers. That right now that a JLP thing, he understand.
No, look here. He understands. He understands very well. Jeffrey Tavares will turn up in the road and make people run over him to make risers win the election. So when we see Jeffrey Tavares turn over there and sit down and talk, you wonder if Jeffrey Tavares love Jamaica.
Wow.
Because when you see a man, when Jeffrey Tavares and them say them at the diaspora like Rattigan and them, and they see and they know Mark Wallen as a number one drug addict, a drunkard when just drink and go with pure foolishness. They know this is not the first, the bad word where you hear fly out time about. Take it from me, and when me I tell you, me not talk off of something when me not know about a something where we know. When we know say I saw, remember when Mark Walden and Mother's Day, when the two counselors them try to have a meeting with him, when they said they will not work with Miles, and Mark Walden give them the big F off.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And regular bad word cussing and a regular saw him behave.
Well, let me tell you. When I go on Jeffrey platform, his audience call me labor right. I went in there and asked him about my show his birth paper. Then I call me somebody and say, me a labor right when I go on his platform. Because his platform is basically PNP supporters and right supporters. And cause me and call me labor right. When I tell him that when I talking to again for the premise, then call me with a labor right.
No, but you want me to tell us you have people like Jeffrey Tavares me come off a defense? Remember me tell you that.
Wow.
They too vicious, man.
Yes, like you're saying that you're the more inclined to vote for the PNP until Tavares start to talk.
Because remember that my husband is a PNP activist. I tell you that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Right. So I would be more inclined than if you come out go vote, I'd be going. But when we take a stock, it's not PNP, it is risers. And when we sit and look and see what them do, when they hijack the PNP, take you over, mash up it, destroy Peter Phillips, destroy him. Mark Golding, Dayton Campbell, and Peter Bunting literally destroy Peter Phillips. Even when the man's sick, then go in the jails and then take out all the information and then talk the most sick things about him, right? Them are the one those pirates are the ones that make me know say look you abide there so until them left. And let me tell you something. You see, the knife and daggers draw already because the one PNP them come to one conclusion now that guess what happened? Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, Dayton Campbell give away the election completely. All nowadays, about 3 weeks about they are the gifts that keep on giving to the Jamaica Labour Party.
I keep on saying that. I keep on saying that. So I agree that right now the PNP had a good chance until the risers start to open their mouth.
Look here. Let me tell you this. The Peter Bunting, Mark Golding, and Dayton Campbell make the JLP campaign easier. They are gifts that keep on giving. They are in this panic mood. That's make me tell you, if you open their mouth, you can't see so they are in this panic mood.
And
they reach out where them they don't know what to do right now.
And I keep on saying that when the risers oppose the rural school bus system, it now becomes the JLP's biggest campaign re-election tool right now because of the Rise United.
You know why he jump up and remember you know.
Jimmy says JLP need no gift.
Watch here. Let me tell you something. JLP need no gift, but there are gifts that keep on giving.
From the risers.
And any gift, yes, from the risers.
Not PNP, not gift. PNP, the risers.
No. PNP sit back and I watch them, man. PNP sit down at the riverside and I watch the enemy because of them destroy PNP. So PNP sit and I watch the enemy. I sail down the stream. Them, they are a destructive set of element. Who? Me said them I wanna who make me jump off with Tavares them. I never know say human being could have wicked to human being. So me wonder what the Prime Minister Andrew Holness do to Tavares. We alone from Rattigan and them. They are a set of evilous bunch. Evilous.
Cooper say they're supposed to lose all the seats according to Eugita Cooper.
Look here, they should lose the 63 seats. And I have never because look here, them they set up people, them man. Jimmy says
PNP destroy itself from way back. They are addition gifts from Lady J. They are addition gifts coming from Lady J.
They are addition gifts that keep on giving. When me look and see anybody where you see text set pan Pitney, beware of them, Pitney and dogs. And Peter Bunting and Mark Golding get up when they look and they see how well the people, the Jamaican people take on to the school bus system. They say, yes, sir. Make we try and see what we can do. And then get up and then go on a rampage. I've never seen if Peter Bunting did catch a bus, them in destroy every tire.
And the comrades don't understand that the opposition to the bus thing is not a PNP thing, it's a risers thing. You don't understand that. It's not a PNP. Michael Phillips said that from the PNP release now, right? It's coming from the PNP now. They said that they support the bus system, but not in the manner how the JLP is going to implement it. That's coming from the PNP. But the Rise don't say that it's all bus and taxi and that's a Rise position. Not a position of the PNP.
If you notice, every platform that's Mark holding out are them going. There's no message. Where is the message? Look here, you're so near going into an election, and where your message today?
No message. Yeah, no message. To build house in Portland and a swamp.
Where your message?
To build house in Portland and swamp.
More than you are going to put house in a swamp, and you are going
and I go put school children in a taxi. Not taxi.
And you don't load up the people, them Pitney, them rock them up in a taxi. And then look here. And the worst part is that with him, then if him can't manage one little mic pressure, a Jamaica problem in the manage. How would him deal with Jamaica?
The mic was perfect.
Nothing to the mic.
The mic was perfect.
The man junk as a bat.
The mic was
when he did go down a Hanover.
Right, alright, the riser.
When he went go down a Hanover and lift up a state high. Junk like a bat.
Alright. Rise, I look here now. Rise United people. Watch the video again. When Mark Golden crossed the border. Watch again. The mic was perfect. Nothing wrong with the mic. So I don't know. Nothing wrong with the mic. Nothing. He tap the mic and it was so loud. Nothing wrong with the mic. Nothing at all wrong with the mic.
Look here. Look, and nothing he never have to say on the rum. And me ask you, who is
advisor?
Mark Golden advisor. But I find out who is his advisor now. Somebody put it in the inbox. He had 3 advisors. His 3 main advisors are Jay, Ray, and their nephew. And when they're ready, they mixed it with a little Molly. Those are his advisors. Because to me, if him not take them there, run there and something.
Yes, Cooper, it was working.
Right? And Jay, Ray, and his nephew are them advising this madman in a clean clothes. You know, when you sit down and look at the worst ever thing about opposition leader. What is really happening here, man? The PNP gone, the risers, no, not the PNP. The PNP sit back and allow risers to come and destroy the party. Destroy it. And when me look out for Mikkel, me wonder if Mikkel sends the termite near Mountain Brain. Because if Mikkel sit down and see what they do to his part, I wouldn't chat to none of them. And now we join with them, get up the talk about when Mark going to become Prime Minister, he might go do this and that. Shame on you, Mikkel Phillips. You sell your father out.
I want to give you a job. I don't right now. Mikkel Phillips right now was seen as one of the PNP who's supposed to win the seat. But no, he's in trouble.
But if I give you a joke again.
Donovan Young is working down there in Northwest Manchester and putting Mikkel in trouble. So Mikkel might, and look here now, people don't understand. People who are rising don't understand this. That Damian Young is now converting Comrades into Labour right down in Northwest Manchester. So if Damian Young beat Mikkel Phillips, don't be surprised. Because it's working there. Give down there, give projects down there. People don't like again work because of him down in Manchester. So don't surprise if Mikkel lose down there. Don't surprise if Mikkel lose down there.
And get up a position himself to be party leader.
Yeah, Damian Young.
I don't know which party that get that. Because I don't know how him could have get rid of the rights as them.
Mikkel.
Him a position himself to take over. Mikkel Phillips a position because after the backsiding, in the position himself to be the leader of the party. Poor Julian Robinson and embedded on the bedfoot. Mark Golding back plan you know. Whether they win or not, the spokesperson for finance, it will be going.
Well, I tell you right.
And he position himself where if anything and them should have win by default. Peter Bunting would be, which I tell you on your platform already, Deputy PM.
Minister of Finance.
Yes. Because they want and Dayton Campbell is National Security Minister because they want to travel together as going to be. Yeah.
I look at before you came on, I look at some of the safe seat at the PNP should win.
Yes.
Right? And the first one being East Kingston and Port Royal, Peter Phillips, right? That's a PNP safe seat. You have St. Andrew Southern, Mark Golding, that's another PNP safe seat.
Yes.
Dr. Brownberg, St. Andrew Southwest, that is PNP safest seat by a long shot. PNP safest seat. They should also win Anthony Hilton, West St. Andrew. They should also win Lowton Cousins in Southwest Clarendon. They should also win St. Catherine Eastern, Denise Daly.
Yes.
They should also win St. Catherine Southern, Fitz Jackson. North St. Catherine, Natalie Nita Garvey.
Yes.
And Jill Robinson. But one seat now that they should win up until a day ago is now uncertain. Peter Bunting. South Manchester. Because right now, if Darrell Vaz Badman campaign take off in Manchester, Ian Ives could very well beat Peter Bunting down there.
Because it to me it seems like Darrell Vaz is gonna do some serious work.
Because Jamaica like badman people. Jamaica don't like badman people.
No. And guess what?
Ian Ives could very well give him a beat like come get her from the unknown Rhoda Crawford 5 years ago.
Worse when your molest Pitney.
Right, so.
And you know, and let me tell you this. You know, I am not surprised about Bunting and Pitney because I remember what was allegedly said about his 10-year-old son.
Yeah, I remember that argument. And that's exactly what I remember that.
You know, love Pitney because I think that you want Pitney allegedly. I don't know. He don't love children.
Alright,
because you could have in your moral sense to come out and deal and wish bad, which death.
And Jamaican young children.
The only thing that brother wants, Peter Bunting wants is one 3-teeth fork and 2 sprung in a head top. Him a devil.
Alright.
All we want, one 3-teeth fork and 2 sprung in a head top.
Alright, I have some seats here that I think the GLP should win. Right? East Portland, Adbury Vaz. That look like a paint, look like a safe JLP seat. East Portland,
here.
and Marie Vaz.
The
Right?
two bars
JLP, alright.
them have to take black and take to take them because them the people them have to use black and take and guess what happen? Don't care what you say. As a observer, and I'm not what you say.
Oh, them will Copper PNP or JLP. Yeah, Copper is coming. They said they should lose all seats. As Copper, they said they should lose all seats. I think you mean the Risers. So,
don't care what you see Risers saying about Anne-Marie Vaz down there and Darrell Vaz. Don't pay it much mind. They say it every election.
alright, so we know they are now looking at the PNP seat that and the JLP should win. So East Portland, and Marie Vaz. Some terrible things are said about Bunting when he was MP. If you ever go to him to help young people, he's both wow. Coming there for alright, and we have now in St. Thomas Western, James Robertson. That should be a JLP win.
But Jimmy, you're talking about seek favor. You mean like him seek you know business when him seek favor if you're male or female.
I'm trying to go on the small screen now to see the comments more. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, what I thought I lost you. Oh, alright, you're still here.
Okay, no man, I'm here.
Alright, I'm trying to go now to this small screen to see if I can see the comments are more clearer. When I go to
you want to see the comment, yes.
Yeah, not seeing them clear at all on the big screen, so I'm trying to go to the small screen to see the comments clearer. Alright, so we're going now to in West Kingston, and this JLP safest seat. West Kingston, this is Mackenzie. JLP safest seat.
Okay. Alright.
West Central St. Andrew. Andrew only, the Prime Minister. Not a safe seat, but he should win. Not a safe seat, but he...
Look here. Andrew Honest had made that seat into his own.
Yes.
PNP and JLP love the Prime Minister because when he do favors, he's not looking at favors. Let me tell you. Andrew Honest is a type of politician he reminds me of Portia Simpson when it comes to people love him and they say Michael Manley.
Yeah.
Andrew is a special politician right now. Because if he wasn't a special politician, to what the Risers coupled with the Integrity Commission and Tavares set up diaspora brown paper bags do to him, he couldn't stand up and the people them hang on in there and love him and show him love and respect until no worse they find out what they were doing to him. Else, if he wasn't a special politician, he done.
Right, so
they did damage to him.
And the PNP leader always vote for this candidate. That's right, Chuck, not East St. Andrew. Mark Gold always vote for their right, Chuck. For those who did not know. Right?
He ever vote for him. And
Mark Gold vote for their right, Chuck. Alright? That's a fact. PNP leader vote JLP every year for their right, Chuck.
You know
Alright.
why I still go and vote for the right Chuck? He don't love PNP party. And the Risers now go nowhere, so him a go vote for Pemberley.
So again, comrades, the PNP leader vote JLP for their right, Chuck every election. Alright.
Let me tell you, Mark Golding love JLP party. He love JLP.
So
he love them.
Mark Gold going to ensure that the right, Chuck is a JLP safe seat.
And if you think Mark Golding don't love them, if you think he don't love the Labour Party, him tell them plain saying they want to be no Prime Minister, he don't want to be no opposition leader, and them post him so he do everything in that power for Andrew stay in a power.
Lady J say unbelievable. Yes, that's a fact. The PNP leader, Mr. Mark Golding, Risers leader, Mr. Mark Golding, vote for Delroy Chuck of the JLP in the election.
Can you imagine Tavares Finson, Jeffrey Tavares Finson come out so they can go on like him a Lily White? If you ever go over upon his platform, I say one of the evilest brother. You see, me say when you spin over there and listen to Tavares, you would have wondered if him have a heart, and you would have wondered what the Prime Minister do to them.
When I go over there, then brand me over there as Labour right. When I go over there, then brand me Labour right. when I go over
That's
there.
how it stay. And if you go over there, because why? Guess what you're thinking, Black me? I just go over there, and when he did it, I talk so many lie about lioness and all kind of evil things about the Prime Minister. I step in and I say, man, why can't you just talk facts? You need to, as a journalist, you need to stop it, man, and speak the truth. You know exactly not number stuff. You know, like you're telling the truth, and in Black me.
All right.
A little bit
Wow.
the same Jeffrey that they do.
So call some of that. Alright. South Central St. Andrew call some of that, but I think it's Del right. They'll see right gonna run. I think some of that is gonna retire, no?
Yes.
So that seat is still in the GLP column. I think it's safe right, but to be confirmed if it's still Delana safe right gonna run. Although they say it withdraw, but that seat is in the GLP win column.
Let me tell you this. None of the swing seats PNP can win one of them. You know why?
Alright. We spoke of the swing seat. We'll come to the second part. Let's go now to the one that the GLP is supposed to win.
Okay.
Northwest St. Andrew, we have Dwayne Smith. Right?
Yeah.
And then see that the Delano Civ Right, Jacopa, that is gonna run. Alright, Delano Civ Right. Yes, Sam, just a Jacopa. I wasn't it yet. Northeast St. Catherine, Carisha Morrison should win that one as well. Mm-hmm. West Central St. Catherine, the Health Minister Tufton should win that one as well.
Yes.
Central St. Catherine, you have Babsy Grange should win.
Yeah.
And you have St. Catherine, Southeast St. Catherine, Andrew Wheatley. No, not Smith anymore. No, not Smith. Dwayne Smith. Oh, Dwayne Smith not there anymore. All right.
Of course he's there.
I will check that one out there. And Southeast St. Catherine, you have Dr. Andrew Wheatley, and a JLP seat.
Yes.
Southwest St. Catherine, the big man, Warmington.
Oh.
Southeast Clarendon, President Charles Jr.
Mm-hmm.
That's it was held by his father, President Charles Sr. And this man went on the political platform and said, how can this man say born in Jamaica? How can this man say born in England and Jamaica? Let's wait and see if that will be a factor in the campaign going forward. Northeast Clarendon, Robert Nestor Morgan. That should be a JLP win.
Yes, it looks like he had his hands on the pulse.
Alright, Central Clarendon, Delroy Williams. Look like that's one for him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's a young lawyer from Duane Park. Okay. Okay, alright, we're gonna confirm that one there. Thanks here, Eugene Cooper. Alright, we're going now to the controversial one in South Trelawney. Marissa Dalrymple Philibert.
Yes.
She should be a JLP win. Southwest St. Elizabeth, Fly Green.
Yeah, I think he's in the driving seat.
Southeast St. Elizabeth, Franklin Witter.
I think he's in the driving seat as well.
Northwest St. Elizabeth, Hutchinson. It could be Andrew Morris for Hutchinson.
Yes. Andrew Morris. Mm-hmm.
Central St. James, Henry Clark.
Here, right?
Yeah, Henry Clark. Look, home and dry.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he's home and dry.
Northwest.
As far as what me hearing inside my house.
Yeah, Northwest St. James. This is a safe seat for the JLP based on the work and the crime is coming down. Horace Chang, Minister of Security.
Yes.
He's safer than before.
Yes.
He's now safe based on the crime in Jamaica coming down. He's very, very safe.
And let me tell you, whether the crime was coming down or not, that man is highly respected. They love him, and he is the one that will have to walk away. Nobody cannot take it from him. And
also we have East Central St. James Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett. That's another safe one.
Yes, he's in his own lane. Yeah, based on what I'm hearing.
All right, and we're going to Northeast St. Anne. Matthew Samuda.
Matthew Samuda is in his own lane.
Nadine Nicholas Ellis says St. James is all green. According to Natalie Nicholas Ellis says St. James is all green.
As far as what I'm hearing, because I guess I heard that Marlene is on her way home, and I heard that come as well as pick up steam and on his way in his second term. It is going to be fascinating to watch. But I guess as far as what I'm hearing from inside within is that the PNP keep going in reverse.
Wow.
The risers, sorry.
Yeah.
They're going in reverse. Meanwhile, the PNP kick back and I watch them and I say, all right. Not say we're not getting on the backside and then we will see the kind of half it going.
Oh. So it was sent on Xavier Main. Look, home and drive for the JLP.
Yeah, them say it's mainland over there.
But this one look like a JLP safe one. Northeast St. and Manchester Muda.
Yes.
This one look kind of safe-ish. With the Royal St. Andrew, Juliet Cuthbert.
Yeah, Juliet, she will win her seat as far as what I'm hearing from within, as I say.
And surprisingly, one seat that should win but not yet safe. The seat of the wife of the Prime Minister. Juliet Hollis.
The wife of the Prime Minister will be home.
She was a good, she know that in a safe seat, but she should win.
Let me tell you, don't play with her. If you notice, you're not seeing much of Juliet. Juliet is pinning her things out.
Yes, she should win. So you have 27 seats now that the JLP should win. Lady said May, yes, May, yeah, 20 should win. And the PNP have 11, but Bunting could lose his one.
Anything is possible. As I was saying to you, that alright, so those are the 27 that you would say they are
home and drive for the JLP. The PNP have 11 that they should win.
Yes.
And the JLP have 27 that they should win.
Yes.
So now this one that are marginal and swing, who win most of those seats win the election.
Alright. So let me tell you now about the marginal and those that will swing. When you have a leader that now cut no dash, you can't carry your cross no line. Remember now, most times swing seats come home and the leaders coattail.
Yes.
When you have one leader with neither coattail, short tail, nor no tail at all, him can't carry you nowhere. Him no have no traction, he no gain no traction. Who gain traction carry home whether being seat and swing seat.
Alright, yeah,
so
and look at this now. The seat in Northwest Manchester for the JLP is Damian Young. They say that the Andrew factor is not the reason why he's so strong. He's doing the work on the ground.
And they love him.
Yes.
And you know what? When he lose, he never left them, he stick with them. He didn't leave
AJ says and my country Central is mainland. Southwest Central is mainland. That's what I heard
them say it's mainland. Damian Young did not run left them, he lose and he didn't run.
Right.
Peter Bunting lose over Central and he run like this. More minutes, remember Peter Bunting did say he done with politics, you remember?
Yes.
But then and there he look back and he say, no sir, may I go back in because if me have a seat, me we have a shot to be leader. Because listen me, Peter Bunting go in bed at night time and dream, sleep, wake into everything, dreaming, say him a Prime Minister of Jamaica.
There's
in hope and in dreams.
The shocker might just be that Damian Young could beat Michael Phillips.
Yes. When you hear Peter Bunting, they talk about whole bus. How old are Peter? How old are Peter Bunting? Peter Bunting 65. Who him? None of us them are 65 years old. When Peter they talk about all, if he take a plate, go look on himself. Look on him too. We don't want no 65-year-old Prime Minister. Them they are all, and a whole bus, them they are all truck.
Yeah, so...
They can't use computer, them only can accounts. We don't need them there.
So
the
look...
Prime Minister must in them 50s and so when the whole truck are going, my mark going to 70.
Alright, so let's look at that this week. So we are saying we'll still look at this. Like you have close eye on this one because Michael Phillips is now forced after being there for two consecutive terms. is now forced to work in the constituency because the Emil Young has put in the work on the ground and is now converting Comrades into labor rights down there in Northwest Manchester. And this and there's a strong possibility that he could unseat Michael Phillips in that constituency. Because he's doing the work on the ground. He's working.
Same as though Michael's son, I see he working in a constituency. He no wonder when he go to school and waste time only come with one PE subject. He lazy. He no do nothing in there. And the people them tired of him. He get up and live on the I think at the parent I wish see it intake. I would have that seat before, but it was a safe PNP seat. So then when we find out about them over that side, they love everything easy. They don't want to put in no work for nothing. They name easy. They must get everything easy. No wonder why they sit down and do no political work, sit down and wait for integrity commission. We carry down the prime minister to create them to back door going to parliament, going to Garden House.
Well, all right.
They don't want work
yeah.
for nothing.
Look at Eastern St. Thomas now. Dr. Michelle Charles and Rosemary Shaw. This seat is not really a JLP seat strong, but this seat like one of those swing seats that could go either to the PNP or the JLP. But to me, Michelle Charles is an incumbent, and she's doing the work, and she's working down there.
Oh, me tell you already said, look here, my God, they don't have no traction to swing no seat, and you're not here. He don't have no traction to carry over no seat at all.
And
you don't believe me?
Right, and based on the work in Manchester, in St. Thomas right now, and based on the work. Pressure. So you're saying, the swing is dependent on the strength of the leader.
Of course it is.
And Matt Gold is a very weak leader.
In weak plus tax.
Wow. So we're seeing, and look at what happened recently in St. Thomas, with the road road fixing, also road fixing, and also
yes.
Curly Locke said Dr. Charles should cross the finish line in front, coming from Curly Locke's 1980. Well, Michelle Charles and Rosemary Shaw.
Every time we mark holding up in him out, they lose 10 votes.
Yeah, but they have 10 right now.
Every time he lose 10 votes, both him and Bunting.
So Michelle Charles should win for the JLP based on the work, based on all the transport centre and the work in St. Thomas. That should be enough to send Michelle Charles back to Garden House.
And again, yes, but they better go now and do the political work on the ground.
Yes.
If you don't do the political work, know your numbers and do the political work. That's not going to be enough. So they better go and do the political work on the ground.
Beverly, one lady, Beverly Charles said, my mom will tell you about your BC.
Yes, the other thing would have, especially when pressure reach him, when he must swing, when he drink and junk, and he climb on the stage and pressure reach him, and you don't know if he talks to him. Are you ready for bed? Are you ready? Are you ready for walking jet? When it look like you're ready, when it sound like you're ready, feel like you're ready. When I see him feel as well, so I don't know how him comes. And I don't wonder, no. You can't see the poor people. I notice nowadays, any time Mark will go on stage, everybody around him turn up and look like them and say, Lord God, what I won't come now. What next?
All right.
What next?
Yeah. All right. St. Andrew East Rural, the wife of the Prime Minister, the House Speaker, Juliet Holness, in a safe seat, but she should win this seat. She should win. Not a safe seat for the JLP, but she should win this one.
Juliet Holness, apart from being the wife of the Prime Minister, the Speaker of the House, and MP in her own right, she is a political top. Don't underestimate Juliet.
Yeah, she should win the seat.
And you see Fable Williams, she's calm, cool, but don't underestimate her.
Well, she's up next.
If you didn't have any underestimation about her, from the budget debate, you wipe the sheet clean.
Yes.
I know exactly, look here.
Wow,
Don't
yes.
play with her.
She's in St. Andrew Eastern.
She can be very effective. Remember, Benisha Philip up against her and she destroyed the field.
But she know against the daughter of a PNP stalwart.
They don't want
Doctor.
No,
Patricia
no.
Duncan
No.
Sutherland. She's
You
the
will
daughter
ne-
of Dr. D.K. Duncan,
you will
a
never
well-known
live.
PNP stalwart, the late Dr.
You will
D.K.
never
Duncan.
live long enough to see another Duncan nowhere in a no parliament. Not one of them. Jamaica people have nothing to do with them. So she could have run around like a chicken without end. Like a chicken that search a place to live. She could have run so till, I heard she was down in Westmoreland yesterday telling the people them in Westmoreland, somebody point me to it, telling the people them in Westmoreland about they should vote against George Wright because woman and me. When she was down there talking those things, then she never remember said Sylvia lock up in a prison for she would pick in wife. Where was Patricia? Patricia never remember I wanted Patricia not know Melissa. She don't know Melissa Sylvia. I don't understand these people, and as I tell you again, Dudley, those are the type of things that turn me off of them.
Oh,
they
yeah.
are dry, they are so dry. Michael Phillips beat to him wife when she run a read station and a night she read station.
Wow.
And then get up, I go talk, I go tell people about whatever. Then if you cut that out, man, that's why people don't take them serious.
Wow.
You sit down in there with them and beat them and you get up and you leave George Wright alone. The only time you unless the EU without sin cast a stone. You can't none over there can cast a stone. You can't imagine your leader if your leader that going so with one mic. Can you imagine maybe we're theme poor wife of it? We're bad old goodly take she and all kind of something.
Wow.
Let it temper and go one side.
Wow, we know this is one that could be very controversial. Kingston Central, Donovan Williams and Steve McGregor.
That seat is going to be Donovan Williams, Lawrence Rowe against Steve McGregor. I don't know if Steve McGregor can manage Lawrence Rowe and Donovan Williams.
This one is going to be a close to watch seat. Williams and Steve McGregor, he replaced Lawrence Rowe from the PNP, who's now switched allegiance to the JLP. And he's now spilling all the beams about the PNP on the JLP side. That could work in the JLP favor. But it's going to be a very close one to watch. Steve McGregor and Donovan Williams for Kingston Central.
Still having in Chicken Back Friday.
Chicken Back Friday. I don't know if it's Saturday. I'm going to check it out.
Chicken Back in here. Why Steve not name the Chicken Back himself? He out of order voting they have Chicken Back Friday. This one could be a very. This one is to be honest, I don't want to call this one. I don't want to call this one because to me it can go anyway. And I'm going to tell you again, Dudley, those seats, the closest of those seats will rest on the strength of the leader. The strength of the leader. And Mark Golding is very weak. It's very weak. Have no strength. Oh God. He don't have no strength at all. So you're saying, he's weak so till Badwood take him for a Badwood now in turn to Badwood. So you're saying, get up and talk about swamp and all kind of stuff. You know what the man gone, man. So you're saying all the swing seats and the seat marginal could go in the JLP's favor. That's what you're saying. Of course it is. Of course, in not getting one, you don't have no strength at all. Listen to me, not even Peter Phillips. 2020 Peter Phillips is going with more wind than him because at least look here, him can't switch. I tell you, the base of the PNP, if you even see the base coming back, I know Mark Golding make them come back. They sit down in the wilderness and then tell themselves a ratty boy, then push over back. I know he make them come out. And you see them run and try and la. Then go inside and ball when they're ready, then shame at him. They shame at him because he don't carry himself good. He's sweaty up, carry himself good and all these things. And when you look, the whole line of head make a peel up and he face white top and gray like he want one weed walk up, he cut it and his face does not look. His face does not look palatable. He don't have a leader, a prime minister face. Well, Curl Lux is saying that going to be very close between McGregor and Williams, according to Curlax 1980, going to be very close between those two. Very close between McGregor and Williams, according to Curlax 1980. And if it close, Lawrence Rowe will help it stretch Donovan Williams head across the line. But I reckon about what is working for Damian Young. Go back to this one I talked about earlier. Again, Mickey Phillips, is that this guy is making the impact without the unholy factor. That's the key, with Damian Young.
People down there love
Alright.
him because he's working. And they're putting
Damien-
Michael under pressure.
Yes, and Damian Young is working.
It's working, it's working there on the ground. And he's converting the comrades into labor rights.
Then can you imagine when Andrew touched the campaign with him on the ground?
And the factors started to take effect down there.
Just think about it.
So Michael Phillips could be
touch,
one of the biggest PNP loser in this election.
when
Michael
Andrew
Phillips.
touched the ground with him down there on the ground. Worse nowadays, when time the Jamaican people sit down and look and see the lies that they were telling at the Prime Minister, and I see them coming to shame with them plot. And when Andrew launch out and take the ground, there will be no match for him, there will be nowhere around. They're too wicked.
Alright. Another close one now. I give this one to the PNP. St. Catherine Northwest, Newton Amos, and Damian Crawford.
If Damian Crawford is going to win that seat and not winning it, then Damian going to fight now winning seat and he won. That they tell you him not have no winning in ICL.
Damian Crawford is the most popular PNP based on recent polls. And Damian Crawford.
Huh? No, some member say Dana just put Damian way down and put Angela Brownberg more popular. You know remember?
Yeah, that. But based on the word on the ground, Damian Crawford is a very popular PNP person, and Crawford should win the seat. I think this one, the swing seat, that should go PNP way for Damian. Damian Crawford should win the seat over Newton Amos, former police officer from Hornsby as well. Newton Amos.
You know, say about in 11:30 today, I was talking to a delegate, PNP delegate, and he said to me, you know, he was actually crying about the state of the PNP. And him say, you know, too little, too late, because they tell them, say, look here, Mark Walling cannot cross it, and they never hear. So I said, then what about Damian? And him said, Damian, look here, this is no joke thing. He said, Damian, just go around. And him said, when him sit down last night, I hear Damian all about he sent 2-year-old daughter at school, and she come home with all the bubbles in her ear and say, Andrew, cut ribbon. The man said, look here, there is time and place for things. Man, we can't take him seriously to me for gimmick and foolishness.
Oh, Damian Crawford?
Yes. When you want a good laugh with your joke and there's something you can talk to him, but about serious leadership, you cannot mention them all. They are considering now, say, well, at least I have to go wheel and come back.
So you're saying that there's a possibility that Newton Amos could beat Crawford in the seat?
I'm to tell you the truth. I don't see it. Damian will win that seat.
Although it's not, although it's saying joke too much and talk too much things, and them say it's a loose cannon, and then talk out of turns too much, and then talk too much.
Yes.
But I'm seeing him winning this. I'm seeing Crawford. I'm giving him the seat.
Yeah, see, I see him winning the seat. I see him as that, because him going with him foolishness, them and whatever, but the people them will because
for Crawford.
Yes.
Will. Alright, Lady J said Damian should lose. Wow. Lady J said Damian should lose. Calling from Lady J. She's saying Damian should lose.
Yes.
Well, Lady J, I think I'm batting for Damian to win the seat. If Amos beat Damian, I won't be entirely surprised. I say the PNP is rise out of a very weak leader, and if the factor of the leader come into consideration, it will work against Damian Crawford. But being Damian Crawford, his personality could make a difference in the seat.
Yeah.
Not the factor not the Mark Gordon factor, but the Damian Crawford factor.
No, yes, as I tell you, he is the one that is going to do himself a service by going with him. If people don't, they go on with him, joke this and him, whatever, because, but I see him as coming through.
Well, Lady J said Amos came close the last time.
But Lady J, we agree with all of that, but
the Damian Crawford factor is the difference.
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Crawford don't need Mark Golding to win the seat.
No, but guess what happened? Him as I tell you that he's going to do it for himself,
not for the
my
PNP,
man.
not for the risers.
No, and him can't make nobody with nothing at all. You
It's a very weak leader. Lady J, Amos is working in the constituency. According to Lady J, he's working in the constituency as Amos. But I'll give you the nod. Amos was in charge of the crossroad police too when he applied the state and he crossed it. Well,
yes, and
they treat him a charm. My fingers are crossed because the Lady J. Well, it looked to me like it's gonna be Crawford for this one.
yes,
All right.
yes,
St. Catherine Southeast, Robert Miller for the JLP and the PNP, Dr. Alfred Dawes. How they I wonder how the $30 million drill will affect Dawes going forward in this election.
the church one. Look here, him is a joker.
Robert Miller for the JLP and Dr. Dawes for the PNP.
Nobody not take him serious. Him is a joker and an idiot. So people don't even business with him. He just a carry on in wood.
So this one is for the JLP or Miller.
You can't. Let me tell you.
Oh, this is a close. This is a close. This is a close seat.
Yes,
This is a close one. This is a close one.
You would have.
It can't be anyway.
Yeah. So just left it right in the.
In the middle between Dawes and Miller. All right. St. Mary Southeast, Dr. Norman Dunn and Christopher Brown. It's a done deal for Norman Dunn, or it's a close one? Look like it's going in favor of Dr. Dunn.
Yes, the Dunn and Montague, they will win theirs.
Well, not telling St. Andrew, St. Mary Southwest. Not telling Mirage and Omar Newell.
But I'm going to go outside so that I'm not collecting. Yes, it is going to be a
between Dr. Dunn and Christopher Brown.
So, as I said, Dr. Dunn he will come home.
This one is too close to call as well. This one could go to the PNP. Central St. Mary. Natalie Mirage and PNP's Omar Newell. This one could go to the PNP.
Well, I think they will still hold.
Would the JLP will hold this one?
No, I think Mirage will still hold.
Alright, I think this one could some more lean towards the PNP in my view. And yes, I can't remember who Montague was going up against. I don't remember who run against Montague. I don't remember on the PNP. I don't remember the person against Montague. But right now, Montague is in trouble.
No, but let me tell you this. Knowing Montague, you know how I would give up on Montague if there was a leader with the fire. But a deadbeat leader can nobody to beat Montague.
Oh, so although Montague knows that that's part of bother, the strength of the Andrew factor could work in Montague's favor.
Montague was in a spot of bother the other day. Is he still in that deep spot of bother today?
Huh?
I don't. Montague was in a serious spot of bother the other day. Is he still in that great spot of bother today? I don't.
Oh.
I don't. Remember the Prime Minister got on there and there was some work going on.
Yeah.
And if the feeling on the ground was you don't. We is not what to look here. We still have, we love the Prime Minister and we think the Prime Minister must go on. So the leader factor have a whole lot to do with you in an election. Jamaica is a leader-centric country.
Cindy said, Lady J, I agree. Cindy said, I agree, Lady J.
Of course.
Well, said net there to Sandra Forbes. Sharon Forbes said, thank God I catch you live. Well, welcome to Sharon Forbes. Welcome back, Sharon Forbes. She catch us live here. Alright, so
yes.
So you're saying Natalie Maraj and Omar Newell. But Montague, no, I can't remember who Montague said. Montague said the anti-odor factor will work in Montague's favor.
Of course it is. Of course. Of course. There's if there was any bit of fire, especially since the golden factor is just keep on breaking apart. It just actually just run out.
Mm-hmm.
Every time he take a mic, he lose 10 votes. He can't try nobody across, I tell you.
Wow. All right, and
He can't try nobody across.
this one could be Cindy Lynch. Cindy Lynch saying Lady J like Newell. He's a humble person, but met him when he was in the force. Wow. So she's batting there for Amos. That's Lynch.
Yes, and you know, they love Amos, but Damian as a younger person, you have to take that in consideration as well, and a person with the foolishness them are sitting or whatever, and they will buy into it. Remember, it is them play wrong, you know, it's a strong PNP place.
Yes. And
So you
well,
have to put that in a context as well. You have to just look on the how you see it. You can it's not we would like them to come, but it going to take they are putting in the work and anything possible, so you never know. You can go anyway, but we can't call those. You have to say, boy, we have to just leave those and see how those play out.
Well, I'm still batting for Crawford to at least take home that one.
I think Damian will
Well, if Amos if we win, it won't be a total surprise to me.
because Amos did not leave the people them, he's keeping the people them, and the problem that Damian is facing now is that Hugh Graham, I don't know, but look like them chat becoming a Hugh Graham fan or walk with him and all these things.
Yes.
And I don't see. Have you seen Damian campaigning down there? I don't
No.
That simple means intelligence if you know him of the campaign.
She said Amos is a man of the soil.
Yeah, but if you notice, Damian is not in the campaign, so I guess there is something where we don't know. I guess the local election in win all the council.
Yes.
And it's two total different elections anyhow. But Amos did not leave the ground, and Amos never left the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Amos is a more matured man than Damian. Damian is more political savvy than Amos.
Yes.
So, if you see how you're gonna, he said the people that will buy into a Trixie.
Remember that comment that work against him in Israel St. Andrew. All right.
It will never leave him.
Mm-hmm. All right, and another one now. What is very good. We have Matthew Samuda. That should be one for that would be a safe one for Southeast and Matthew Samuda.
Yes.
It's safe for him at this point in time.
If I say for him at this point in time and right along, that you're talking about Shaheen Robinson's seat,
Yes.
And remember when Marsha Smith was there, they came up against Marsha and said, look here, you know what? And then they run out, they chase out Marsha. So those are and you call those Shaheen Robinson liberates. Don't play with them.
Mm. So that's a safe one. That's a safe one there for Matthew Samuda.
Yeah, but what I noticed in other day, and I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. You notice there is no seat that the Jamaica Labour Party took that they give up back so easy.
That's based on history.
They always tell them.
Yeah.
They always tell them and take them to their own.
Yeah, based on history. Except 1989. When there's a swing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Every time
Mm-hmm.
when Labour is going up PNP dominant and take them and take a seat, Labour always work hard.
And let's keep it.
And keep it.
Mm-hmm. Northwest St. Anne, Crystal Lee and Gabriel Morris. Crystal Lee for this one for GNP.
Well, the thing, you will still hear Gabriel keep on saying help is on the way.
Alright. Southeastern and then appeared Dr. Kenneth Russell. It looked like it could be a PNP seat.
Yes, yeah. Pierce is trying this, but
Lady J says she don't consider any seat safe. According to Lady J, you have a few safe seats, Lady J. Continue. People got West Kingston is safe for GLP, very safe for GLP. PNP cannot win West Kingston. And on the other hand, GLP cannot win Dr. Brunberg seats. Southwest St. Andrew.
Lady J understand the ships, she understand.
Yeah, man. There are certain seats that are very safe. Mark Golden is a very safe seat in the PNP. Very safe seat. Dr. Andrew Brunberg have a safe seat in the PNP. So too is Philip Walwell. Those are safe seats. Mackenzie, West Kingston have a very safe GLP seat. West St. Andrew is technically a safe PNP seat. So yes, Lady, you have few seats that are safe.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You will try going and give them a run, but
yeah,
you're still on home shot.
No PNP cannot win West Kingston. No PNP. And no GLP cannot win in Annie Gardens.
No.
So those are safe seats.
Then that's why my man can't go all and Cospado and all these things.
Because it's a safe seat. And no GLP cannot beat Angela Broadberg.
No.
Nobody can beat her in that seat. That's a very safe PNP seat.
And that is the reason again why she do nothing down there and they call pumpkin and growing a road and all these things.
Because she have PNP safest seat.
Yes. And then now
that is PNP safest seat.
The people that will forget help and like the people with all the houses and whatever. Then just tell the people them to not take them and the people them follow them meanwhile them live in a house.
Right.
So, them again they're like Kevin Smith. and it's called because the people them believe and follow them and them nonsense. So,
yeah.
I don't understand.
A very close one now. A very close one could be Dwight, that's it, Clarendon, Northern, Dwight Sibley's and cricketer, turned politician, Wavian Hines, for the PNP. Look like a GLP seat.
And then we go right back again and tell us, look here. None of them look something the way you see. Same place which part then they enter them attack. He no have no traction to carry one across. Me tell you. I tell you that already. And if you notice, those seats are seats that they remember the Prime Minister now running marathon in a them seat there. Right? So he's there feeling out them and doing them and do pan their own. And if you can lock it down for your own. So when him touch with him seal, what do happen?
Wow.
When him come through with him coat seal, what it over? You have to consider and that's why they're trying in every way to damage him because guess what happened? That brother is very political savvy.
Yeah, and the election now based on the strength of the leader. And right now,
of course it is.
The rise of a very weak leader in Mark Golden.
You weak in a way that's in the passage of Cospado that don't even know.
And I say the mic now work and the mic is working. In whispered on them breath. I say the mic pick it up. That show how good the mic was working.
Because guess what you think he did the whisper under breath. He want to go and let him a Jamaicans. He want 15. He want 15 and it just not happen. I guess if he's being self, it work out for him better.
Yeah.
But he's making a fool of himself because he no born here, he's a Jamaican. And in the I don't know when they tell himself say. And I saw him they tell himself I saw him exposed.
Well,
you're not born here, brother. You're not like us.
Yeah, but alright. We're going on to Northwest Clarendon. One very interesting in that one. The JLP brought back Warren Newby to challenge Sharon said Mike, alright, Mike is low, alright. Alright,
to challenge
Richard Azan. Yes.
Well, Richard Azan is a very powerful man. But the Warren Newby factor with the youthfulness of Warren and something and the intelligence of Warren is going to be a problem for Azan.
Warren Newby, I spoke to him some years ago when he was in the party during the time of Bruce Golding.
G2K.
And yeah, and he had a brilliant idea at the time. And he said, "Oh, the party give him a warm time." He went overseas to get on, so we call, them old tires, and they call aggregate. In Chicago, they use all the old tires and make basketball courts with old tires. And they want to come the idea with Jamaica. And they said at the time Bruce Golding party would give him a warm time with the idea at that time when they tried to bring to Jamaica. They use old tires. They kind of use them, the machine, read to them.
Yes.
And you want to lay surface to play like sports. And they said the party didn't quick to embrace the idea. And he's now back in the party. And I know he put this idea now to SDF. And it could save Jamaica a lot of money to build hard surfaces for sports. So Newby is a man with ideas, and he's a bright young man. And it's a very close seat. It's a very close with Ima Hassan. Very close within Ima Hassan. So I think it's a close one. It's too close to call for me. But I think it's leaning towards Newby, because the work will be put in by the party behind Newby. And Andrew Factor again is working in his favor. So the nod could go to Warren Newby in this seat.
Let me tell you, well, if me repeat it a million times, I will repeat it.
PNP is a weak leader.
Of course.
So the Andrew Factor now is going to be a strong thing. So it could work for Warren Newby.
Look here. The only and if you think you're still not yet, watch.
Well, this seat could swing in 24 hours.
Look here. You see, every time Mark Golding take it from me, does it? Every time you be out, they lose 10 seats. If you notice from Bunting ball out, no matter hear him again, you want to sit down or he gets smokes in my mouth, and nobody not hear him again. The damage already done, he can't rub out.
Alright, we know into his part now, South Manchester. I had Bunting to win the seat up until yesterday. But since Darrell Vaz now launching his Bun Badman campaign, and the main aim is to unseat is to kill Bunting political career, I think this campaign could send Bunting into retirement, out of politics.
Look here.
Up against a newcomer, Ian Ives. So Bunting had I had Bunting to win the seat up until 2 days ago.
And as Michaela said, it seems like my man gone down there. My man gone down. That was gone down the gun campaign seat. Yeah.
Yes. And now, and the factor again that is working now, Rhoda May Crawford in central Manchester, where Bunting lose the last election.
Yes.
Her factor, Rhoda May factor, is now splitting off into South Manchester.
Of course, let me tell you something.
So the Rhoda May Crawford factor could swing Manchester into the green column.
Yes. You see the Manchester there?
Mm-hmm.
That Manchester way you see there. It is going to be a night. Because they are banking on Skendam. The PNP is banking on Skendam, not Michelle, you know.
Hold on. You saw something playing in the background?
I think I saw somebody in the remember now. So maybe I inside this, so I have to go step out.
Yeah, because it come across on the ear.
You're still hearing it?
No.
Alright, let's see if we can ask him to turn it on.
You think you're live and it'll feedback into the broadcast.
Alright. That's alright, no?
Yes. Yeah, man. So yeah, it was feedback. It was feedback into the broadcast.
Yes.
All right, and
So
so you say that so Peter Bunting was relatively on the PNP safe seats, but it looked like, as I say, um, the Vaz could put an end to this Peter Bunting comeback, and Ian Ives. I know that they'll put the work behind Ives to make sure that
let me
Bunting
tell
don't
you
return
something.
to God knows. He may go to Garden Town,
Exactly.
but not God knows. He may go to Garden
Exactly.
Town.
Exactly. That's what is happening. Darrell Vaz seems like he's heading there to campaign with eyes
To
as
ensure
a
that Bunting don't see God knows.
yeah, yes, rub him out.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
Rub
Rhoda
him
made
out.
Crawford against Donovan Mitchell. Boy,
Well,
that
Rhoda
factor is
Moore is
very
going
strong in
up.
Manchester. She's as strong in Manchester.
Rhoda Moore is going up against not Skendon, not
No,
Donovan Mitchell,
is that
but
Mitchell?
Skendon. Yeah, remember, is Mitchell is on the ballot, but it's Skendon, the factor of Skendon. Skendon is the one that is doing it for Mitchell. That's why Mitchell is so bold that you're hearing come out and they tell boys, Skendon ain't done. And it's when he have Skendon, he will win. He no hide or back down, he tell him plain, when he have Skendon, he will win. But the fact of the matter is that Rhoda my works, and they love a young Rhoda.
Oh.
And it is going to be an election to watch.
All right.
That's it.
And Southeast St. Andrew, Julian Robinson, and a guy called Fritz. Yeah, this one should go to the PNP. Robinson, the spokesperson on finance for the PNP, Julian Robinson, and the man who I was expected to be a future PNP leader, but they say he don't want it. He don't interested in being the party leader. So
the spokesperson for finance for now.
you know, if the PNP was to form government, it would be a different kettle of fish.
All if they're not farming and them all go back again in a whatever, he will not be that person here.
I was seeing Julian Robinson and Lisa Hanna, or even say Damon Crawford as possible PNP leaders.
Yes, sir, but them are one PNP brother and it can't work.
They're not risers, so that's how they say.
Mad.
All right, and this one now is a very close one. The old seat of Dr. Peter Phillips, East Central St. Andrew. Then it's Gordon PNP against the TikToker, the
yes,
Davian Vassell.
He's a liar, you know, he's a liar.
Yeah.
I heard he's a liar.
And they say he could win the seat, you know, because he's doing good work on the ground. Plus, he uses social media platform to good advantage. Plus, he's on the ground, and he could win the seat.
He's doing good work on the ground, but which are Dennis God, we are building a 4-story hospital without plan, without nothing from the cases, MC, and build it from scratch right up without nothing at all, and still get a free pass going by the mayor. Say I don't know what the mayor saying do, but for a man can build a 4-story building from the scratch, not without nothing for government, master. It's easy for you to tackle him.
Well, so there is
the KSMAC back him with lime galang in them. A 4-story building without you paying $1 to master dangerous people them there.
So right now,
but I wish Mr. Bastolo.
So also the election prize now, you have 10 seats that the PNP will win. You have about 27 that the JLP will win. So who win the election now is who can win most of the that are marginal and that are swing. And based on what we are seeing now, the swing is based on the strength of the leader.
Yes, look here. There's nothing. The only swing where him don't swing is if he get it and give one more mic and he swing couple more bad words. That's the only swing where he can swing. Is they give him the mic and he swing some more bad words. Now have nothing to chat and see say not going away and see say him dream about it, then they all go to every platform they talk about when a few months from this or a few weeks from this when I becomes Prime Minister. I've never, it's like something put on the film like this what happened. It was willed. by his father for him say, look here, as soon as you step in the ring, you must be. You are not asking the people, please, or you are not saying to the people, here's my plan. And make them stroll through and say, all right, then you are demanding that, guess what, they must make you be prime minister. What type of people this, man?
The man have a plan. He planned to build 5,000 houses on swampland. It's a plan.
But the Bible tells us about the wise man that built his house upon the rock and the foolish man built his house in a swamp. Right?
Apparently, he's not a biblical man. Apparently.
I don't know if the Jews they do Bible, they go to I don't know.
No, I know. I'm saying him personally, not just the Jews in general, but maybe him personally is not a biblical person. Remember your place in Jamaica called I think it's New Heaven.
I don't think he is a biblical person. If he was a biblical person, he would have got up on the platform and talk about more sweat and blood. Our ancestors bled and died and sit and whatever. A biblical person could have never done a platform with such a dry eye like.
But look here now. You have a community in St. Andrew called, I think it's New Heaven. It was built on riverbed. And when the place overcast, that place flood out.
Me remember.
All right.
I remember. And
that was built on riverbed. When the overcast will come to that fret, when it overcast because it's flooding, and notice man when go and dredge Buffy River to build house and swampland near Buffy River.
You know, I don't think he is a biblical person because I remember in the local government election where he went there one place with the maroon, they look like them have him in a one bad pan. A washing head that come down in all kind of thing. You didn't see the video?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yes, man, and I think I don't know if I'm maroon turn about this way they have him the washing down and the rub up his head with all kind of thing and a washing down and come down. And he did they shake off then throw and sit in a head and throw and rub him up. And indeed, at that time, he did favor with a fall.
Oh, who missed one seat? Not East Manchester, the old seat of Ardeshire. When that seat remained in a JLP column, I could sing to the PNP. I don't remember who those in that seat. Not East Manchester.
Lady Marks. She's on her marks over there, and none of them can reach the tape before her.
So that will remain in the JLP column.
Yes, Valwinch right now. It sure same about winning because he has continued to say Omar, this guy Omar is no match him and the principal. From in here about Audrey Marks, that different kettle of fish in Sassy.
Wow.
Different, yeah. You're talking about the ambassador.
Mm-hmm.
A lady went down to her to come down to the people and down to the people. Remember they call her Auntie Audrey now. They love her.
Yes. Alright, we're going to keep up buzz and it's going to keep we're going to see how what will happen next when Daryl Vaz launch of fully his Bun Badman campaign and how that will impact Bunting chances of trying to come back to guard the house. And again, the Rise United just give the JLP an election boost because this bus situation here, this rural bus program, now based on how the PNP or the Rise criticize it propelled the entire Jamaica to jump on board to be a part of the program. And this could be the JLP biggest trump card now going to election. Thanks to Rise United.
I tell you already and I will tell you again. Me tell you already and me tell you again, Dudley. There are gifts that keep on giving.
So the Rise United, as I said, to Jeff earlier, the Rise United is handing the election to the JLP and a platter.
Yes.
Not the PNP no Rise.
Keep on giving. You see the JLP would have, they don't have to be this fierce campaigner anymore. They self-destruct risers. They are there. I remember I think Lawrence in a one of the voice message read Lawrence or then talk about Scotch Dairy. Like this you call Scotchy Party.
The Scotchy Party.
At this you call Scotchy Party because remember me tell you say every time they open their mouth, every time they open their mouth, it's like a dagger they send.
People can't win. People chant chance going forward if Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, and Nathan Campbell keep quiet.
They have to leave.
They have to just keep quiet.
Nobody, look,
They have to keep quiet.
Nobody don't trust
to
them.
make
Nobody
PNP win.
don't trust them. Nobody don't trust them. Nobody don't believe them. Nobody don't want to see them. Not a soul wants to see them. Apart from the 1% who you see they have, they were armed.
I mean,
we believe them and them foolishness.
Them take people from them safe seat and carry around. Look at them out crowd.
That's exactly what they did.
People come from Annie Gardens and where Dr. Burke, Pineland and those PNP strongholds and go around the party.
Look, you see them a bus, there are some big buses, so they have a trouble. But no, you must be mad. You know, she said they lead them keep hearing mad so much. The next move. Sharon
Forbes call them 3 blind mice. Mark Golding and 3 blind mice.
No surprise if in next move when they see and says is Mark trip himself, make it up there and a color.
God have mercy.
I wouldn't be surprised. The way how me see him a behave and I want not put nothing past him.
I'm wondering if when they PM announce election dates and the campaign get more intense. I was wondering. I was wondering, like how the guy recently, President Charles Jr., spoke about Mark Golding, Jamaican and English passport, and how can he be a Jamaican? No, how can he be an Englishman? And get a Jamaican stamp, English passport, and something like an English visa in his Jamaican passport. She asked those questions. Hold on. And again, Lawrence Rowe went on the campaign trail and he said, someone said them born at Jamaica, but them can't show no schoolmate from Mona Prep.
Okay.
So these things, these factors might get more intense when the GLP start with them intense campaigning. Right now, it does it's and bits, Remember, I'm just saying, it don't come with a knockout punch yet.
You want me to tell you something?
I was wondering if Warmington is doing any background checks on Mark Golding in the same way or we did that check and found that his footprints were slave owners. He didn't just say it to come with the evidence. So I was wondering if Warmington doing a similar check to find where Mark Golding born.
The same wickedness what they do to the Prime Minister when come right back on and they go on them in the worst way. Because they plot to win election by default, turn back on them.
It's not going to work because it's the commission that may find Andrew is guilty before the election. If he's guilty.
No, but not a soul wants to see them in that. You see those people in that office, they are like vampires, wicked, on integrity. Them are integrity no walk now, supposed to in the same line. They don't walk the same road. And I don't understand how long they are going to sit there. Then if you just take with cover their head in our orange bag and move, they are worthless, man.
Sharon Forbes says so true.
Worthless, them be. Then if you check with themselves, disgusting and worthless. You mean to tell me, say, because of money? But you know, me ask you this, me ask you Dudley, and me ask you again if there's a cameo in that office. Because if every month, a briefcase of money go to what? Why? I remember when Woodlum took with the briefcase of money, you could have seen Greg Christie. He upset, he was tearing mad. Because they were not planning, they were not go figure show up. They were tearing mad.
Well, you remember that Lawrence Rowe make a report to Mocha about the ills at KSAMC. And also gave Mocha his personal phone with all the text messages and voice notes. That and it include some top PNP officials. So we are waiting on Mocha to see what will happen with the KCC investigation. If that come out before the election call, that could put a damper on the PNP.
Oh, you know what? Dougie, we always look at Kevin Stevenson, the lead investigator.
Yeah, vampire Sharon Forbes.
And there is something about him when I write in favor them like a croaking lizard. And have this croaking lizard look. This vindictive, evilous look on his face. And that, brother, listen to me. Those are the ones that take me off the fence. And Dudley, believe me, me not like wickedness. You can't tell me, say, the head of the country, you go to the depths. To take him down, wipe him out, take him out. For monetary gain, you get up every month and collect briefcase of money. For whatever reason, and you know the part of bundle with them again. Them spend $15 million for the year, then yam lobster tail and drink red wine.
Wow.
To tell lie on the Prime Minister and destroy the government. Not to do the work, you know. Not to do the work where you take taxpayer money for. Right? But if you meet up on a special spot when you want to meet up and plot to destroy an innocent man.
Well, the PNP must realize that the PNP PJ did the same thing to Siaga, and it worked in the 80s. And that allowed PJ to get 3 terms consecutively. It worked when Siaga did it, when PJ did it, it worked against Siaga by PJ. But this one now, it's not working against Andrew Holness, and the PNP is too blind to see it. It's not working. It's not working.
They did it too with Bruce Golden.
Yeah.
With Manat. When Peter Phillips signed
I remember.
the secret MOU.
Yes.
And have it hide.
And Portia needed to do.
Because they never win the election. When Bruce Golden in a power, they lift up it. You think today they're evil? And sometimes when we look and see what they turn around and do to Peter Phillips, sometimes I don't sorry for it. It's only that the sickness will then take and did a beating with and never like because you don't take sickness and
true. You cannot curse people because anybody can sick, right? Anybody can sick. You cannot curse man over sickness. Anybody can get sick.
Right.
You can arty tomorrow, today, and sick tomorrow.
Of course, and you can't
so you
sick
can't,
and sick to arty and you are not.
You're not arty, right? So you cannot use sickness against a person because when somebody's sick, you have to show sympathy. You cannot use against a person. But to me,
that's the only thing.
Yeah.
When we did vex with them, but Peter Phillips was so because you remember in go a foreign and when WikiLeaks leak out when him say it's Portia, he won. Say if she win government, if she become Prime Minister, Jamaica is gonna be like 80. Peter Phillips did that to Portia, seems similar.
And now we are seeing where the PNP now is now self-destructing because that PNP, Rise United, is now putting the PNP in a tight spot where they are going to cost the PNP the elections. So when election is not say JLP a big PNP, you know. Rise United a big PNP.
And rightly so, because Rise United must not put a foot in a government.
They are beating the PNP right now. Rise United.
Every time you see them remember Finsa. Every time, and then Mr. You know the part I heard how them PSS and they dry and them PST and go and like I say, hey, guess what happened? Jamaica will out for them. Dayton Campbell, Peter Bunting, Ian Neal, Mark Golden and Angela Brownberg. As in them neighbor string cut from Jamaica for them it. The 4 Tapanaris, them have a run Jamaica.
Alright, we're about to wind down the show now. We're gonna keep a close look on this campaign that started by Darren Vaz and impact it will have on Mark and Peter Bunting. And also
they must run Peter Bunting out of South Manchester.
And also
they will run him out.
Sherifal said God don't like ugly and karma is real.
No, run him out. Run him out of South Manchester. You see how in flesh on job won't come down like when puppy have mobs, they will run him out.
Well, we're gonna see if it's gonna be a second time we're gonna lose to a newcomer. It was beat by a newcomer Rhoda Crawford 5 years ago. A newcomer beat him.
65 years old.
And now a newcomer again. And I had him as a winner up until 2 days ago.
He's 65 years old. I talk about all this big old caterpillar.
And as
65 years old going to talk about all boss. Compare him to Uncle all boss.
And as you said, to the comrades, that is not the PNP is criticizing the bus program. Is the risers.
And the rise, destructive risers.
Because as I said to you earlier, the PNP said that they will work with the rural school bus program, but they don't like of the JLP is implementing it. That's the PNP stance on the program. They will work with the new school bus program, but don't like how the JLP went about the implementation process. But the risers now is saying that the government are bringing old bus to analyze school children, and they are going to import taxi operators to take care of school children. That the risers stands, not the PNP stands. So again,
Look here.
the routine, the PNP and the risers, two different stands on one issue.
When PNP see the word implementation, they have to run. They have to run when they see. When they see the word implementation, take where they sell.
Right. So the risers, and secondly, I used to say at the beginning of the program that when the risers are their mark in Hero Circle, right? Patrick Roberts sent a bus to Jerusalem for support from Jerusalem. And the argument was that the Jews are covered saying that they're not going to Hero Circle to support any risers march. That was the sentiment expressed by the comrades in Jerusalem, that they are not going to Hero Circle to support any risers march. Right?
I can
so
tell you something.
Right.
You see the poll what they were talking about how much people they profit.
Mm-hmm.
You think I jump the people, then go and dive off of the fence like pull it for support and join it.
Sharon Favre saying Peter Bunting is an old redundant old arse.
Not even a whole ass.
Alright, the next time when you come back next we're gonna look at the company, because they know say the company that is called Electoral was awarded the contract to import the buses, and they say that it was shipped without they don't have a permit to import buses. That's the next argument when you come at the next time. Elijah awarded so, and they said it was shipped without they would have no they were not certified to do the shipping, and they were shipped without the pre-shipment inspection certificate, the PSIC. That's what was put in the Gleaner. So we'll export that part next time. Come back on here, we'll look at this company that bringing the buses to see if they were legal or they were not legal, according to a report.
It could have shipped without SSP or PQUE, and the bus them there, and the school people them have go out in the bus, so then could have come, then could have charge higher. The picnic them have go out in the bus.
Yes,
Peter Bunting, Mark Golden, and the Campbell paper, they only out then. They only out then when they have a sale.
It's called El Hydro Limited. They said they had no certificate from they were certified by the trade board to ship the buses. So it shipped without the pre-shipment inspection certificate. So we're gonna look at that in the next program and see that is a real case or it's a propaganda.
It wouldn't be the bus alone, not because Mark Golden has no certificate neither for mental madness. So they need to go check him and make him get his certificate too, because he needs his certificate. He is a mental madman.
So when you come back now, when we heard Darren Vaz say the bus was thoroughly inspected and rare. So we're gonna look at that and see if what is saying in this article, if it's a real issue or it's a propaganda.
One thing with Darren Vaz is a man saying word. You can't take him at his word. Darren Vaz know that Darren Vaz know how them out for him and all kind of stuff. You think about that PNP, the writers are finding some hole to see if they can put, because the Gleaner try everything and everything fail them. Poor Gleaner.
Alright, we're gonna look at that next time.
I heard Matalan is trying. Trying, saying try everything with Golden, everything failing. What else he can do? The last embarrass of Golden embarrassing is climb the stage and go speak bad word. Matalan say him never know say Golden wear them the type of material.
Alright, so I think on that note now we're gonna come to the end of tonight's broadcast. As usual, thanks for all the persons who were in the chat. Lady Richard, all everybody in the chat earlier. Thanks for your support again. We're still celebrating our anniversary month. And DJ said propaganda.
Yes, and your platform is growing nicely.
Yeah, man. Thanks to you and others who are tuning in, so we can grow. And this platform, we don't come here to talk to be politically biased and tell lie on people.
No, you're going to speak the truth, because only the truth can set you free.
Well, Cheryl Forbes said, she for one explained the dealer was saying a lie about the thing that's not certified. So she said 411 explained that the company that brought in the buses that Gleaner tell lie that the company was
Oh, me,
not certified, and
oh,
she
me tell you,
so
say, poor, me
we're
tell
gonna
you,
look
say,
at that
poor
next time.
Matalan in my ball.
Next time, and see
Matalan a
who's
ball
behind this
because
propaganda.
Matalan spend so much money on Golden and try everything and taking Gleaner. Putting in Gleaner credibility and the line to Golden and all when do everything gone down. The last thing Golden do a Lego some tour on stage. When Matalan say him never know say Golden wear the type of material.
All right, and then, all right, it's another propaganda. AJ is another propaganda.
Yeah.
All right, we look at that. Next. All right, again, we're close again for all the
All right.
comrades who are blind to the risers' actions. Wake up.
No, they're not blind, you know. They know them just only wait till after the defeat and claim back their rightful place.
Oh, well, that makes some sense because you have some comrades, you have some comrades who still believe that there's no risers, and I keep on saying to you over and over that again. So like I'm repeating myself that when the bus went to Jerusalem, the comrades said they're going to know risers march.
Look, don't be fooled. They know they are just only pretending. They know. If you notice, say Bunting gone in a mute.
Mm-hmm.
Because then they are ball and then can't tell him to step away and him himself going a mute.
All right, we're gonna back here Wednesday again. Wednesday, I'm gonna do some research now on the company that did the buses and see the propaganda that came in the Gleaner about the company not being certified and about they bringing the buses without the proper shipment inspection certificate, the PSIC. If that is a true or propaganda, but look at that because that thoroughly and come back. I don't want to just spread the lies and propaganda. We present the facts on this program.
All right, yeah, man. Take care.
Mm-hmm. All right. So until then, thanks again for your company and thanks again.
All right.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
All right, and that's how we're going to end the show again here for tonight. Again, as we said earlier, that Peter Bunting is now a spot of bother because Darrell Vaz could put him in a political wilderness with his campaign called Bun Bad Man Campaign because of his stance against the rural school bus program. AI Family TV, bless up there to AI Family TV. Your channel, we're about to end our broadcast here. Hi there hi, bless up, yeah man. Hi there to AI Family. Well, thanks for joining up, but we're about to end A+1 Family TV. Yeah man, welcome to our broadcast here. We're about to sign off as we're coming on. When you come back, we'll look at the company. Yeah, bless up. Yeah, A+1 Family TV. Bless up, yeah man. We'll look at the company that was contracted to bring in the buses and the school buses. And the Gleaner can report that the company was not certified by the trade board and the bus was shipped without the proper pre-shipment inspection certificate. Right? Came in the Gleaner. And some saying it's propaganda. So we're going to check that for you before we say and comment on that aspect. Because when we come on this platform, we give the truth. We don't give our one-side story. So it's A+I. Oh, there's A+I. All right. A+I Family TV. Yeah, man. Welcome. A+I Family TV. Welcome to the program. Bless up. My blessings. A+I Family TV. As you say, we're about to wind down the show for today. We're looking at you just join us. Welcome. We're talking about the fact that Peter Bunting political career could be in jeopardy because Darren Vaz launched a campaign called Bun Bad Man Campaign and it's aimed specifically at Peter Bunting in Manchester, and that could put a damper on his career politically if that campaign goes well as Vaz intended to go to really end Bunting political career. We talk about the PNP and the Rise United. We said some dumb comrades and some comrades don't want to say the difference between the two. I said to you earlier that the rural school bus system was not opposed by the PNP. It was opposed by Rise United because the PNP, in a statement with the spokesperson on transport, Michael Phillips, stated that the PNP endorses the school bus program, but they don't support how the JLP was going about to implement the program. That's the PNP stands on the rural school bus program. The PNP endorsed the program. That's a fact. The rural school bus program was endorsed by the PNP, right? But it was opposed by Rise United, a faction inside the PNP. That's Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, and Dayton Campbell. Mark Golding and Peter Bunting say it's all boss to unalive our children. And if the PNP was to form office, mean the risers, they said they would empower taxi operators to carry school children. That's the position of the risers, not the PNP. So again, let's separate the PNP from Rise United. And again, when the march was being held against in Hero Circle against Dennis Chung, they sent a bus to Jewsland for the comrades to attend the protest. And the sentiment on the group was that they are not going to Hero Circle to support any risers' protests. Right? They are not going there. Patrick Roberts went to Jewsland with a bus, and he alone was there, and 2 young ladies. The comrades in Jewsland telling point blank they are not going to Hero Circle to support any risers' protests. And these are comrades. So again, the comrades, the PNP and the risers are not on the same page. And that's going to affect the PNP going to the polls. The comrades, the PNP and the risers. And the sooner people understand that, is the better. Is that the one PNP party is risers and the PNP. And every time the risers open their mouth, they hand the election to JLP and a platter. Alright, so think about it. I said to you earlier, there's 10 seats that the PNP should win, and JLP should win about 25. But it was 11. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Sharon Forbes. Yeah, you heard it. But the dumb comrades will not get it. And again, the PNP now should win 11 seats. And because of Bunting utterances, might lose his seat. I mean, and the PNP now with 10 safe seats for 11. So PNP now need to win some of the swing seats and want a marginal if they want to win the elections. And then they win about 20. They need to win about 24. While the JLP only need to win about 8 or 7. So the PNP is a spot of bother, thanks to Rise United. Thanks to Rise United. The PNP in a spot of bother, thanks to Rise United. Alright, so see you again next time we look at this company that brought in the bus. And the argument that it was legal, and it came without this special pre-shipment inspection certificate that came in the cleaner. When you the story, come back to you with some details. So until then, thanks for your company again. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Send to all your friends around the world. And again, Google send us an update that we're seeing in a lot of countries around the world. 1 million views lifetime in USA and Jamaica, and the rest from other countries around the world. So we'll give you that detail tomorrow when we come back on Wednesday. So again, have yourselves a wonderful night. Keep logging on to our channel here for the best political updates. And we call it as we see it. We don't call it along party lines. We call it as we see it on the ground. Not along party lines or any biased views. And we always see it, or we think it will happen eventually. So until then, thanks for your company again. So join me again Wednesday when it's live update. So again, have yourselves a wonderful day and God bless.